Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 22 of the Atlanta United series. Now, again, probably overlooked on my part, but we have another competition here that I wasn't actually expecting at this stage of the series. I was expecting it to happen, I don't know why, but I was expecting it to happen next season after winning the North American Champions League this season. But as you can see, and you can obviously tell by the title, we are in the Club World Championship, the Club World Cup, essentially. And we're going to be facing Jiangsu Suning from China. We are in the quarterfinal stage. It is the first stage that we actually get thrown into. We don't play the first round, the qualifying round, or whatever it is. And we'll be taking on Chinese competition, who I believe, so it's played in Tunisia. So that means that Jiangsu actually won the Asian Champions League, and they're the Asian champions of the season previous. So yeah, going to be versing them today. Next episode, if we make it, will obviously be the semi-final, and then possibly a final episode for the Club World Championship. I don't really see why we wouldn't be able to make the final, in my opinion. Obviously, it will depend on who we draw in the next round. If we get the Champions League winners, that might be a bit of a different story. But as you can see, the other game is between Wydad Casablanca and ES Tunis. Of course, they get put into the competition due to hosting it. As you can see, Tunisia being the hosts. So I assume Casablanca won the African Champions League there. Unfortunately, do we get to see who's in the semi-final? No, we don't. But yeah, let's get straight into it. We don't really have anything to go over. Only one thing of note, and that is Joseph Martinez actually picked up an injury prior to this game. So he's going to miss today, unfortunately. Doesn't really matter too much because we'll be starting Klaassen up front, as you can see here today, regardless. In goals, we're going to go with Guzan. I mean, it's essentially the same team that played the MLS Cup final. And the only difference is that the bench today is going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be a 12-man bench. We're only going to put 10 on there because of squad depth. But yeah, same team. Guzan, Emmanuel, Perez, Pogba, Shea, Laurentowicz, Martinez, Gressel, Zelalem, Villalba, and like I said, Klaassen up front. The bench today is going to be Can, Robinson, Bello, Remedi, Leon, Nagby, Carleton, Mane, Gosling, and Gordon Wild. Finally getting a game. Of course, his contract is running out in about, just over 2 weeks' time. So, anyway, let's advance here. Get straight into it. Gordon Wild actually needs a squad number there as well. It's a little bit funny. Looking through their team, obviously they've got some pretty decent players. Alex Teixeira, and then Eder up front. Who's this? Sonogo. Sekou Sonogo. He's actually not bad. Where's he from? Young Boys. From Switzerland. And they got this guy as well, Hubner, who's their best player apparently. German centre-back is pretty good. Might even I already have him shortlisted. That's weird. Maybe I think I might have been actually looking at him last season. Anyway, let's get into it. Team talk. I'll say if we play our game, we'll be able to get the victory here today. Unfortunately, there was no expect them to win, which is generally my go-to team talk. Do they have Ramirez as well? Hold on. Oh, never mind. I wanted to have a look, but obviously they're allowed to play all of their South American players because there's no real squad registration. You just need a 23-man squad. Whereas Emmanuel Villalba gets in there. It's his 11th goal this season. Obviously, he was still continuing in the same season. So those stats carry over. But we've got the breakthrough. Don't concede. All right, good block there on the free kick. And we could actually be on a counter-attack here as well. Villalba out to Gonzalo Martinez. And that's a really good save by their goalkeeper. Yeah, like I was saying, the Asian Champions League actually has a minimum... I think it's... Is it 3 foreign players with 1 Asian player of another nationality? I think that's how it works. Well, it used to be like that if it hasn't changed. So usually, obviously Chinese teams, so much money in the Chinese league, Chinese Super League, but they can't actually, buy a full team full of the best, some of the best Brazilian, South American, Argentinian type players. They have to, have a pretty decent Chinese player base as well. We are playing really well at the moment. Surprised we haven't actually managed to score a second goal here. Klaassen, sorry. Klaassen does manage to get it. I don't know why I thought he was Carleton for a second there. But yeah, Klaassen getting on the score sheet as well, just before halftime. And I'd say that's a pretty good first half. I honestly expected Jiangsu to be a little bit more competitive in this quarterfinal, but we just seem like we're a little bit too good at the moment. Villalba, Klaassen, Gonzalo Martinez, they're all on fire. And of course, that was a poor ball by their goalkeeper. I mean, it has to be said, Villalba with a second goal, but he is unfortunately offside. Really disappointing. Yeah, the other thing to say is a lot of the Chinese players, that's a penalty. They're really bad quality, if that makes sense. Even at a good or a semi-decent team like Jiangsu, I wouldn't rate them too highly. Because, of course, you've got Shanghai. You've got... What are some other teams? Guangzhou. Who else have we got? I mean, Dalian Yifang as well. They got some good players. I would throw Jiangsu in there, but I think there are some better teams. And then, of course, if you go a bit more abroad, you got a couple of good Japanese teams, a couple of good South American teams. And Pogba has picked up an injury. That's really bad for us. Probably should have made a substitution a bit earlier, but I'm just rambling on about absolutely nothing at the moment. And Villalba heads it just wide. We are 4-0 up, of course. Breck Shea, while I was rambling, actually scored a goal. Let's bring Shea off for Bello. Shea's actually man of the match at the moment. Fair play to him. We'll bring Carleton on. I mentioned him before. Villalba's on a yellow card. So we'll get him off. Make 3 subs. I'm not sure if we can make any more, actually. Oh, Zellerlin with an absolute screamer. He was outside the box. He was around this area down there. Just on the top left-hand corner of the box. What a beautiful shot. And that's 5-0. What an absolute brilliant, brilliant start to the Club World Championship. The Club World Cup. I prefer to say the Club World Cup, but it's the Club World Championship, apparently. Anyway, I'll call it whatever I want to call it. I think that's the best way to go. And yeah, Breck Shea, man of the match. I'm pretty interested to see who we will actually verse in the semi-final. I wonder if they will tell me. It's not till over there. Actually, that's the final. Hold on. Alright, so the other game's only just being played, and Wydad Casablanca win. So I'm assuming we're going to verse either the Champions League, UEFA Champions League winner, or the South American Champions League winner. Be interesting either way, no matter who we verse. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be in the next episode. Just stick with me here, and we will try and see if we can at least see the draw for that semi-final. And has my game frozen? It looks like it's frozen. Well, oh no, there we go. Okay, that was really weird. It just didn't seem to process itself. It still doesn't seem like it's processing very well. Well, come on. Are we actually going to process past this day? Like, what's actually happening here? Anyway, this is taking forever. I would like to cut it, but then that would mean I'd have to actually do some work in terms of rendering the episode and editing it. So I think I'm just going to keep all this in. And there we go. We do actually verse the winner of the South American Champions League. Is it the Copa Sudamerica? But yeah, that is Palmeiras. I've got actually a couple of friends that follow Palmeiras. I mean, they actually look pretty good in terms of their players. Actually, that guy doesn't look too good. Like, he's good, a good player, but he doesn't look dangerous. Now that I've said that, probably going to bite me on the butt. Anyway, Palmeiras will be the next episode, and we'll take on them in the semi-final of the Club World Championship. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, 5-0 victory, please drop a like. If you could also subscribe, that would be awesome. Getting really close to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, guys, take it easy and goodbye.